is your First Alert 5 weather with Alan Rose.
And welcome back, everyone. Let's get right to your Tuesday forecast. Cold temperatures early, but it looks like our skies are dry in the morning. Make sure you and the kids have plenty of layers on, the warm winter clothes, the hats, the scarves, the gloves. You'll need it all. Temperatures in the teens in the Springs and Pueblo at 7 a.m. By noon, some snow moving towards northern parts of El Paso County. Could see a stray flurry or two in the Springs by around the lunch hour. However, I think most of the snow is going to hold off until around the 3 to maybe 5 o'clock hour. That's when it starts to pick up. So by 4 o'clock, some light snow falling with a high of 23 in the Springs downtown, 29 tomorrow in Pueblo. Right now, sitting at a very cold 19 degrees out there. Still a few nights left to go in October, and these temperatures more like what we would see in the middle of winter, not the middle of fall. Feels like 9 outside, by the way. For Pueblo, 19 degrees currently. It feels like 19. Humidity right now at 85%. And for Woodland Park, snow on the ground, but mostly off the streets, 15 degrees, the current temperature. I want to show you the wind chill factor across the region right now. Feels like 14 in Lamar, 16 in La Junta. Look at this. Feels like 1 degree above zero in Trinidad, 6 for Salida. Feels like 21 in Canyon City and 24 in Westcliff. So for storm number 2, here's some of the headlines that we're keeping an eye on. Snow showers beginning the middle of the day on Tuesday. Heavier snow bands developing Tuesday night, continuing through the first part of our Wednesday. Now, in addition to seeing a good amount of snow again with this system, this is a stronger and more dynamic system as well. So it's going to bring in some stronger wind. So we'll see wind gusts to 40 miles per hour, plus the threat of blowing snow out there. Visibility could be a factor tomorrow night in some areas. Certainly Wednesday morning, that commute looks to be quite messy. So here we'll take you hour by hour. You can see the snow to our west, mostly for the morning hours. By around noon, moving out of Douglas and Jefferson counties and starting to move towards northern parts of El Paso County. I think by 3 o'clock we get some snow showers developing, most of it towards the wet mountains and again up across the Palmer Divide. But then as we head towards the dinner hour, maybe the drive home, a little messy, especially for the northern half of the region. Down south, snow likely just beginning by then, but then picking up in intensity during the overnight hours. So this storm number 2 behaves almost exactly like what we just saw timing-wise with the storm that moved through Sunday night into Monday. Wednesday morning, quite cold out there. Look at these temperatures at 11 a.m. still in the single digits. Woodland Park to Monument, just 11 degrees in the Springs. And then I think the snow is going to taper off pretty early in the afternoon, if not late morning for northern areas. How much snow with the second system? Well, could be pretty much in line with what we just saw. Some spots could see more. Woodland Park, 8 to 12 inches expected here. Castle Rock, 8 to 12. Right around 6 to 9 for the Air Force Academy, Black Forest and Monument. Heading into downtown, we'll see around 4 to 7 inches. For the airport, around 3 to 7. And for Fountain, looking at about 3 to 7 inches of accumulation. For Pueblo County and the wet mountains, we'll see highest totals up across the upslope regions. Beulah around 10 to 14 inches. Rye could be near 8 to 12 inches before it's all said and done. And 5 to 8 for Pueblo West. Keep in mind, this is additional snow amounts. So by the end of this 2-storm period, some spots could be seeing maybe between 12 and about 18, even 24 inches of snow. The wind gusts going to be a big factor out there. Windy conditions developing by around the lunch hour. West of the Sangre Mountains, we'll see more of a south wind out here in the San Luis Valley. But for areas east, right around I-25, it's going to be a north wind. And look at these wind gusts around 20 to 30. Could see some stronger gusts, maybe up near 40 miles per hour in some spots. Lows tonight, it's going to be quite cold out there. We're dropping all the way down to 7 for Monument, 5 for Lyman, 12 in the Springs, 4 for Westcliff, 14 in Pueblo. Records likely here the next couple of mornings due to these cold temperatures. Tomorrow only recovering to the mid-teens in Monument, 23 in the Springs. Just near freezing for some areas like Canyon City and Walsenburg, and maybe a little above it for La Vida and also the Trinidad area. So for Colorado Springs, for the next 7 days, we are on weather alert Tuesday and Wednesday. Our News 5 teams and the First Alert 5 weather team is going to keep a very close eye on the storm, keeping you up to the date with the very latest information. You can see temperatures overnight Wednesday night to Thursday morning down to 2 degrees. Back up to 38 on Halloween, starting November on a chilly note with 41 degrees on the 1st. And then a slow and steady warm up by Monday, actually back to near average for this time of the year. For Pueblo, we go from 29 to 22 degrees. Again, snowfall amounts here over the next 2 days around 4 to 7 inches. 40 degrees Thursday with a cold start for Halloween. at 3 degrees. Canyon City, temps in the 30s on Tuesday, 20s on Wednesday. 40s stick around on Thursday and Friday, and then we're bright and we're warming up through the upcoming weekend. For Woodland Park, one more storm to get through, and then we could be talking about more of a prolonged period of dry weather. Not only is the end of the 7-day period dry, Elizabeth, I've seen some of the longer range models take us out about 10 days. I don't see another storm on the horizon. So got to get through one more storm, and this one I think is going to bring in some issues. Tomorrow morning, icy snowpack streets. Wednesday morning, messy with the snowfall.
Gosh, -3? Three
-3.
below? Oh, man.
Woodland Park, bundle up. We feel for you.
Yes. Thank you, Alan.